doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Colts rocket arm quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Colts and the Broncos on Thursday night primetime.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out in his second NFL season after such a decorated career at the University of Texas. Here's Sam Ehlinger.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Ehlinger throwing to start out. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Taylor on first down. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ehlinger to throw on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at the yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On first down, Smith. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2nd and 10, Smith again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Well, that's Garrett Bowles, the former first-round pick, the guilty party. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. That's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation?
Ellinger has it knocked out here. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
following the fumble recovery. Smith. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Working out of the shotgun is Ellinger. And that is incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And able to get this out to the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. He'll get that complete to Alberto. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. That complete over the middle. He's got Manhertz, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff to the 36-yard line. Stop there. From the 36, Smith. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing is Smith. That caught by Manhurts. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Smith. Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They run a draw here on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Off the play fake, here's Ellinger. And he'll find Pip. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Smith's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Smith on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Trading for DeForest Buckner 2 years ago, still a shrewd move for the Indianapolis Colts. He's anchored their defense with 6.5 sacks in that time, as well as garnering All-Pro and Pro Bowl honors.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Smith looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Smith. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Here we go on 4th down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Ellinger to throw on 1st and 10 here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2, 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners, because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
From the 22, Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. The quick slant caught. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. 2nd down and goal. Smith. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend. The first coming over in London. An early start, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. The New York Giants taking on Green Bay. As for the 4 o'clock game, some good ones there as well. One being in Charlotte, where it'll be the Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Then on Sunday night, a potential Game of the Year candidate. A great one in the AFC North. Bengals and Ravens from M&T Bank Stadium. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for first.
Sutton has shown plenty of times that he's a big-time player, capable of making the plays that you need to be a wide receiver 1 in this league. Now his goal is to return to his 2019 Pro Bowl form. 776 yards in 2021. He picks up a first down there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. To throw is Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Third and long, it's Smith. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Here's Ellinger. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, here's Ellinger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To try again after the sack. Ehlinger out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll try and run for the front. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Smith throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Smith now to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Ehlinger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 1st down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Ehlinger to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Smith. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now Smith. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Smith. Caught on the slant. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Smith. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. His 2nd second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Ellinger hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. 1:44 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They'll look to throw. Pass complete to Alley-Cox, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Down to a knee. Here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Denver, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.